We've just passed the first month of the new year, and for many of you that have set New Year's resolutions, there's a good chance that you may well have not stuck to those already and abandoned those. The statistics when it comes to New Year's resolutions is that only about 8% of people that set a New Year's resolution actually stick to it. Now, what I would suggest is that rather than having a fixed goal that you have to achieve within a set timeline and it has to be done in a specific way, I would suggest for this new year to set an intention. So an intention's a little bit more flexible, but it tends to focus a little bit more around the present moment and what you can do now. And if you can tie that into, if, say for instance, if your goal is to achieve a certain body weight, body shape, a health, energy level, whatever it is, rather than focus on this end point of a goal that you're trying to get to and you won't be satisfied until you get there, I would suggest if you have an intention that's a general whereabouts of where you would like this year to go, where you would like to end up at some stage throughout this year or maybe even the next year. And you build a lifestyle around that in particular. So if it is to have a certain energy level, to feel better about yourself in your clothes, to have a certain body shape, body weight, toning, muscle, whatever it is, health and fitness wise, if you can focus on the intention of what you need to do in the present moment, so whether it's making healthy food choices from week to week, whether it's setting up an exercise routine that you're sticking to on a weekly basis, rather than something that's too far in the distance and can sort of get lost as you as your daily life goes on. If you can focus on general lifestyle intentions that carry through day in and day out, then I think that's a much better approach for most of you. Some people work really well with fixed goals and really, will charge ahead towards those, but for the majority of people, we tend to get distracted as things go along, and as unforeseen challenges come up, sometimes we can abandon those goals. Whereas if we stick with our intentions, then there's a much more higher likelihood that we will continue that and eventually we will get where we want to get to.